Hello everybody, welcome back to Great Leveler Gaming. I'm the Great Leveler. Today we've got another 7 Days to Die trailer reaction. So guys, just before we get into this trailer reaction, I just want to point out that I did a trailer reaction for 7 Days to Die, the 1.0 gameplay trailer, because it's something I'm really excited about playing on the channel. But my phone's SD card seems to have become corrupted, I think. I have lost about 2 hours worth of footage, and actually whilst I was trying to record this little explanation, it just suddenly stopped recording, even though I've got plenty of space on my phone. So it looks like I'm having a little bit of issues. So there is no 7 Days to Die 1.0 gameplay trailer reaction video, even though in this trailer reaction I do talk about it. So in case you're looking for it, that's why. Most of you probably don't care, but I just wanted to put that out there and explain to you guys what had happened, and that's what happened. So yeah, enjoy this trailer reaction. Yes guys, we're back. We've just recently done a trailer reaction to the 1.0 trailer for 7 Days to Die. I was a few days behind on recording that, a few days behind on releasing it. It is what it is. But by the time I actually got around to doing that trailer reaction, another trailer dropped. The 7 Days Blood Moons gameplay trailer. And I figured, well, I've already done one trailer reaction for this thing. Seems it's so close. Let's, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's do them both. So very close. I know we said we're going to cut back on the trailer reactions. I'm only really going to do ones for stuff I'm really excited for. This is definitely one of them. So with that being said, let's crack on. Let's check it out. And like we said in the last one, this one looks so much better than the version that I've played. So I'm going to try and not rave too much about just how much better it looks. Let's try and talk about just what it's showing. So we already know the scavenge for supplies. This is one of the things I'm really looking forward to, is the building again. I feel like I had some really good plans for my builds in previous games and I just never really finished any of them. I think I went too extravagant for someone playing on their own, but really excited for the potential of building some really interesting bases. But I'm also looking forward to seeing some of the new enemies, because I never got the range of enemies on my original playthrough. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's just me, this doesn't look as polished as the last trailer we watched. As in graphically, it still looks really good. But it doesn't look quite as polished. It still looks good. Like a Western theme they've got going off. Oh wow, I like the makeshift billy stick, or whatever it's called. That's pretty much going to be my goal. Once I've got the M60, that's pretty much what I'm going to be using. A whole new way to be... What? What? What's this? Okay. What the heck? That has taken me completely by surprise. What? Oh, I love these kind of game mechanics. Oh! So that's why it doesn't look quite as good, because it's a different game. I just thought they just abbreviated it for the sake of the trailer. So that is not a 7 Days to Die. That is 7 Days Blood Moon. So that's PvP. Oh, I actually thought it was going to be like a mode added on to the game that they've just announced. That has taken me incredibly by surprise. Wow, that looks a lot of fun. There was right. Let's talk about it in sections. So first off, the fact that that's a PvP is really fun. There was a game well, I'm sure a lot of you know about, called Perfect Dark, that came back out on the N64. And it was the only game that I know that, so it had a cooperative gameplay mode, but it was the only one I knew that had a counter-operative gameplay mode where you play a single player game, player one is the main character and plays the single player, and player two would just spawn as a random enemy character, so lower health and whatever weapons that level provided. And every time the main character killed you just went and took over another player. And obviously it was really interesting having that one human element to what was otherwise just an AI generated swarm. And that's what that kind of reminds me of. But obviously there's lots of games out like that now, but for some reason that was the first thing that came to mind when I saw that. That was a real fun game mode. So the fact that you can organize the hordes and how you want them to be to try and outsmart the player, that's really fun. That is a real cool thing that I'm really interested in. But again, as it mentioned at the end, that's a Steam wishlist one, which again doesn't mean that it won't be coming to console. I imagine if the 7 Days to Die 1.0 does really well, that I imagine that they will port that one as well, because that looks like a lot of fun. But I guess they're going to be testing it out on Steam. But wow, those guys are really branching out, but they've got their IP and they're really having fun with it, which is really cool. So I'm really excited for that. I like the strategies that were involved. I like that it's not, because it could easily have been like a Command and Conquer type game, especially looking at placing where you want the horde to spawn from. And I'm glad that they didn't do that, and I'm glad that you get to play as a zombie. I imagine maybe as the game goes on, you get to choose more powerful zombies. That's got a lot of potential, and that has got me very excited. So what do you guys think? Do you think that's just a cheap cash grab, or do you think that's got some real promise? I think it's got some real promise, but time will tell. So I'm going to leave it here, but I'd love to know your thoughts down below in those comments. I'll see you all on the next episode coming soon. Bye.